If you are looking to learn more about IT or study for one of the many certifications, sign up for a free trial of Pluralsight. Their vast library offers many courses ranging from software development, IT operations, and cybersecurity. Please check the link in. Yo, what is going on YouTube? How y'all doing tonight? Hope you are all doing wonderful, having a great and amazing. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, pretty sure. I keep losing track of days, so you know. I guess that's what happens when you're going through these crazy times. But anyway, I hope you are all doing fine and dandy and well and ready to go. Hope you're ready to do this live stream. Tonight we're talking about why hands-on experience is more important now than ever before, which is, I mean, it's very much the case. We're going to get into that a little bit, but we're also going to do an Ask Me Anything. So if you guys have questions about getting into IT and what have you, we're here to help. That's what IT Career Questions is all about, helping you guys out there, and ladies, of course, who are looking to get into the IT field. So welcome to the live stream. I'm going to give you guys, a few minutes for everybody to kind of roll into the chat. So if you guys have any questions right now, let's go ahead and answer a few of those, and then we'll start talking about hands-on experience and why that's so important. So let me pull up this chat. What was my first IT job? My first, official IT job was working for a really small school district, or not a school district, a really small private school many, many years ago, back in 2002. That's when I started working there. So that was the first one. It was really small. There wasn't really much to it, quite honestly. It was like a part-time gig. I got it was great for my resume. It was amazing for my resume. But I started developing websites and stuff in the year of 2000. And by the time I had turned 18, I was already making money building and selling websites to people. And that was a lot of fun. Is learning Linux a must in IT? I wouldn't say that learning Linux is an absolute must. It's something that you probably should learn just because Linux is everywhere. So as we kind of move forward through technology, it will definitely become more of a must. Excuse me, in my personal opinion. I think everybody should learn Linux anyways, but I wouldn't say it's a must right now at this point. My man, Duan Lightfoot, what's going on, boss? How are you doing, sir? How are you? It is good to see you on the chat. I know you are a busy guy, so I'm happy to see you pop in the chat, bro. Always happy to see your wonderful face. Official DJ, you are an MIS major looking to get into the business management side of IT but don't know where to start. Well, have you started in IT at all yet? That's my question back to you, bro. Devin L, does packet tracer count towards experience? It is hard to justify buying hardware right now. So here's the thing. So we'll kind of get into that, Devin, because that's what tonight's kind of about, is talking about getting that hands-on experience. What's going on, Deborah Neighbors? It's good to see you in the chat. Deborah Neighbors is in the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, I strongly encourage you to join our Discord server. Somebody, I'm sure, from our Discord will be here to throw in a plug. Let me. Speaking of Discord, everyone, I'm live right now. Better do that. Let me see if I can pull up a link for. I don't want the link to refresh. Somebody's out there with a link to the Discord. Is cloud the future during these explicit times? I can't say that word. I don't want to get demonetized, yo. Yeah, is cloud the future? Cloud is what everybody always says is the future. Cloud is the future. Yeah. Sure. Cloud is the future. Cloud's everywhere. I think it's a part of, it's a skill that you should know and be aware of and be understanding of, for sure. So, yeah. What is going on? Anyway. Kev runs on Duncan, bro. I was looking for you. I was counting on you. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that, bro. Kev runs on Duncan. Always looking out. I love this guy. If you guys are unaware, this coming Friday, which is, hours away at this point, it feels like for me. We're doing our first ever IT Careers Con. It's the IT Careers Convention, which I'm super stoked about this. And we have a lot of great speakers coming on. So if you're unaware of that, I'm about to pull that up for you guys right now. Let me change some things around here. Get this link out of here. I have to close some of these windows out. My bad, y'all. We're going to do a window capture of my Google Chromes. Hold on. There we go. Google capturing the Chrome. Or screen capture. Never mind. I'm going to shut up. I shouldn't talk and try to do something at the same time. I'm really terrible at that. IT Careers Con, pull this bad boy up. There it is. Let's transition. Pow. All right. IT Careers Con in 1 day, 15 hours, 23 minutes, and 15 seconds, we're going to say. It's coming up, bro. It is coming up. It's coming up. I'm excited for it, though, because we have a lot of really awesome speakers. We have Dana Fellows, who is an instructor at Test Out. He's been a teacher for a really long time, it feels like, but I probably shouldn't say that because they'll get mad and make it sound like he's old. He's not that old. But anyway, Dana Fellows, instructor at Test Out, really awesome guy, really, really smart. I'm super stoked to have him. Mr. Chris Howitt, who is a manager in information security. I met him a few years ago, been really good friends with him ever since, and our main contact with this guy all the time. I'm really excited for his talk. We have Heath Adams, the cyber mentor, coming on to talk. You guys probably are aware of Heath Adams. If you're not, I strongly suggest you guys check out his YouTube channel, The Cyber Mentor. There's Brandy Griffin. She's a cyber service delivery manager. She's going to be doing a talk for us also. I'm super stoked about her. I'm stoked about everybody. I'm just going to stop saying I'm stoked because I'm stoked about the whole dang thing. Rickey Doyle, he's the CEO of Practice Labs. I got to meet him in Vegas this past year, which was, again, really exciting because I had been in contact with him a few years prior. We talked back and forth, and now in Vegas, I finally got to meet him. Really cool guy, really funny. He is from the UK, so you guys get to enjoy his pleasant accent. I love it. I love people with accents. We have Andre Blandon. He is going to be coming on. He's going to be doing a speaker. He's works in information technology, so he's an IT professional who's going to be sharing. He's going to be sharing some advice and his story and things like that. So that's what we got so far lined up. But as you guys can see, you guys can go to itcareerscon.com. You can get more information on that. Jonathan Schaefer, what's going on, boss? It's good to see you in the chat. I hope you are doing well and safe and healthy during these crazy times. During these absolutely crazy times, right? It's just nuts. Anyway, let's go back to, let's see, where's live chat? Pow. All right, so let's get started talking about why, which I think this is really important, why hands-on experience is more important now than ever before. And I think it's for the obvious reasons, right? Getting hands-on experience now when we're in troubling times, when people are, a lot of people are losing their jobs, but there are still a ton of jobs that are still hiring. But they're going to be needing people with experience. And now you're probably wondering, like, well, Zach, how the heck do I get experience, especially right now? Well, the best way that you can get hands-on experience is by something that I've said a million times before. I sound like a broken record. And if you've been in any of my live streams before or watched a lot of my videos before, you know that building a home lab or a home network is going to be your best way to get experience. And you're probably wondering, well, how do you verify that experience? And GitHub is a great way to document all of your resources, to build a great repository of information of things that you've done. Creating a website, which is essentially acting as a portfolio for you and what you have done. So on your website, which I'm going to be doing a video on this. I was supposed to be doing a live stream about building a website, building kind of your own brand, if you will, and essentially building experience. But then all this crazy stuff happened, and all the kids are home with me, and I just haven't had the time to do that. But anyway, building a website, making yourself brandable, right, which is a great thing to do. But using that website as your portfolio to also document the things that you are doing within your own home environment, documenting the things that you're doing to get that experience, to get hands-on experience. And I cannot tell you how important it can be to actually have your own videos made. And I know not everybody's cut out for this. Not everybody can get in front of a camera and talk to your computer, essentially. But it's something that can be extremely beneficial for you. If you can make a video where you walk people through maybe a process of how you have, set up your own network, and whether that's virtualizing it with something like GNS3 or a packet tracer, doing this is going to be so helpful for you. And it shows a lot of skill, and it shows just a lot about the person that you are, to get in front of a camera and record your screen and talk about the things that you've done. Those types of skills are going to be so extremely beneficial. Being able to show somebody, and especially that hands-on, showing somebody your hands-on ability to do these types of different tasks, or building different networks, or building different virtual environments with multiple servers and things like that. Having that ability of just showing people that you can do this. It's not even the fact that you're doing it. It has nothing to do necessarily with the fact that you're doing it. That's part of it. But it's actually showing somebody that you are capable of doing these types of things actually shows a lot about the person that you are, and shows that you can actually work with other people. Because if you can kind of document and show people, hey, I went through this process to, I use these really basic examples all the time, but I think it's really easy to say, hey, I set up a domain controller, I set up Active Directory, I created user accounts, I created an OU structure, right? And these are really simple things to do, but if you could walk somebody through that process of what you did via a recorded video, it also shows that, hey, you could walk somebody, over the phone through a process, that's troubleshooting, right? So if you are capable of doing that, and you can demonstrate that, having the ability to walk people through these processes and different troubleshooting tactics is going to be huge right now. Because of the fact that so many people are working from home, we do need more people who can help people over the phone, or maybe you're remoting in and maybe you're trying to just walk people through some type of issue. I cannot stress how important that is. So get hands-on experience by building it your own home lab. And I've talked about home labs so many times before. I have a video on it somewhere. I have multiple videos on this, on what you can do to get started. It doesn't take much. You don't have to spend a ton of money, if any money at all. You don't have to spend any money. Like, really, if you already have a computer, you pretty much have everything that you need right there, because everything can be virtualized. We brought up GNS3. We brought up, I always forget the name of that. Packet Tracer. We brought up Packet Tracer. But there's things like VirtualBox. So it's a free program that you can download and virtualize different operating systems. Tyler D, thank you for the super chat, bro. I really appreciate it. If you have a question, please let me know. I will be trying to answer all of you guys who send the super chats ASAP. So thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate that. So anyway, back to what's at hand, that hands-on experience. This is going to be the best way. What I've mentioned are going to be the best ways that you can verify you have some type of hands-on experience. So you should be putting, like, if you have this website, if you have a YouTube channel or something, I probably wouldn't necessarily recommend this as much before all of this happened, but make that visible on your resume. If you're putting, excuse me, might have to cough here for a second. I'm going to have to mute this. If you are putting your skills and stuff on your resume, like you have skills or experience with like Microsoft Office and Microsoft Server 2016 and 2019, etc., those types of things. So put within that, to verify this experience or to verify these skills, please visit my website. Put the link to your website, or please visit my YouTube channel. That is going to be so helpful for you guys. It creates such a great personal brand for you, along with providing that verifiable, experience, or if you will. So those are kind of the Corona. It's not Corona. I hope not. I pray and hope that it's not the Rona. I shouldn't even say that word. Shouldn't even say it. YouTube's like flagging this video right now, like saying demonetized. Don't show this video to everybody because Zach said a naughty word. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. That's honestly, guys, especially during these times, this is going to be the best way for you to provide verifiable experience to these jobs that you're applying for. And you can download a free program called OBS. It's Obs Studio. I think it's obsproject.org or something like that. You can download the software. It's what a lot of people, use to live stream. But it lets you record your screen, and then you can play with the video after that. But it lets you record your screen. It lets you talk to the camera, or you don't have to talk, whatever. It lets you record your screen, lets you talk at the same time while you're recording your voice, all that fun stuff. I'm trying to do too many things at once. I'm sorry. Here's OBS Studio right here. It's obsproject.com. So free, easy, really easy to use. Like, honestly, so easy to use, and you can set different ways to record your screen and things like that. But then, upload these videos, and you can create other documentation along with it as well. So I hope this helps you guys. Like, I hope, I've tried to stress so many times how important it is to build a home lab and to document that process. I'm telling you guys right now, like, even that's the title of this video, even more so now than ever, it's extremely important that you get hands-on experience. That's how you do it. So, are there any questions about that specifically? If you have a question that specifically relates to the topic of getting hands-on experience, please in the chat, tag me, put like the @ symbol at IT Career Questions, and ask me a question about this specifically. I'm not going to answer questions about anything else except for this right now. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes because I know there's a delay from me saying this to when you actually see it. So we'll give you guys a few minutes, but shout out to everybody who is in the live chat right now. I greatly appreciate you guys joining. I was actually I almost did a live stream last night at like midnight. I've become quite a night owl as of recent. But then I decided not to. I was like, there's probably nobody up at midnight like me. But I'm sure there's actually a lot more people up at midnight than I think nowadays. So, I didn't end up doing a live stream. I'm sorry. I used to, like years ago, I used to do live streams pretty late at night. So, anyway, I'm not sure where we're at within like the video lag delay, so I don't see any questions yet in relation to my question. If you have any do you have any questions about this topic? If not, then we're done. I can answer all of your other IT career questions. Help you guys out. That's what this channel is all about, y'all. Like, I just want to help you guys. Shout out to KevTech. What's going on, brother? It's good to see you in the chat, sir. I forgot, KevTech, I forgot that I had sent you a message on LinkedIn, and I was going to get back to you, and I just realized right now I never got back to you. I apologize. So my question was to you guys, if you have any questions for me about getting hands-on experience, like tag me, do @IT Career Questions so that I know that you are asking me a question. And let me know if you have questions about that. I think somebody said, can I start with a laptop or should I buy a new one? You could start with a laptop. Here's the thing about like building like a home lab or a home. Here's the thing about virtualizing operating systems, virtualizing more machines. You need at like the very bare minimum is going to be 2 gig or 4 gigs of RAM. Sorry, that's like bare minimum, and it's going to be deathly slow, but it's still going to be possible to virtualize with 4 gigs of RAM. It's just going to be painful. And then, like whatever processor. I mean, as long as you have a computer that's probably within the last, even maybe 10 years, I would say. A lot of the computers, even that are 10 years old, have about 4 gigs of RAM and a decent enough processor to virtualize whatever you want. So, yeah. If I have a cough, apple cider vinegar and garlic help. I don't know if that'll help my cough. I got one of those coughs, People out there who know, you know. You know. Sarah, if I mispronounce your name, I'm sorry. But you say, should I start calling places to volunteer, or is that a no with the Rona going around? I love that. Sorry, shouldn't laugh at that. No, you should absolutely. Any chance that you can get, call whoever you can, anytime that you can. Tell them, hey, I'm looking to get into IT. Here's what I've done so far. Or here's what I'm looking to do. Do you have any volunteer work available? Tyler D, thank you again for the super chat, bro. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to help you guys out as much as I can. I promise you, that's all I want to do is help you guys be successful. Henrich Doodlestorm, is that Doodlestrom? Again, terrible names. Your boot camp colleagues want to join you in a project of yours or do a new one, but I hate the idea of arguing about what solution we should learn to integrate. Should you do it? Bro, that's like a hard question. Like, it's up to you. It's always great to work with people, like, as a part of a team, because those team experiences help you tremendously. Not only like with kind of mentioning certain things on your resume, but during interview processes, you're going to be asked, like, what have you done working with a team, or what types of troubles have you run into working with a team, and how did you overcome those? So getting just any types of experience working with any type of team is always helpful. Always. Masaki, you say, are cybersecurity labs enough experience to get a job with? If so, how do you word that on your resume? Cybersecurity is a completely different beast in many ways, and it's almost a total crapshoot how people get into cybersecurity roles. Like, no joke. Like, it's amusing to see how many people get into some type of security job with no background at all. But it's great. It's still a great thing. But anyway, how do you word that on your resume? You, like I kind of mentioned before, as you're putting in your skills, things that you're familiar with, like you could put in there that you're familiar with Burp Suite, Metasploit, and yada, yada, yada. The list goes on, right? But say, for more information about my experience, visit my YouTube page, visit my website that shows documented experience on things that I've done with these applications and programs and servers and networks and etc. The list goes on. That's what's up. Math in no way is required to work in IT. Like, there's maybe like 5% of jobs that it might actually probably be like maybe 1% of jobs in IT actually require like a great understanding of math, and we're talking like calculus and all that crazy stuff, right? We're talking like crazy engineering jobs in IT, crazy programmers and developers and stuff that need to be pretty good at math to understand and operate with different things that they're working with. But for general IT, for most all of the rest of the IT field, you don't need to know math. This honestly right here, I'm going to show you guys every IT professional's best friend, right? Like, this is the only thing that you need. I'm going to pull this up right here on this thing. I guess there's two things that you need that are going to be helpful in so many ways. Because you're not always going to have a computer at your disposal, or a working computer at your disposal, depending on what part of IT that you're working in. But I can tell you that the very first thing that's going to be every IT professional's very best friend, and this is something that you can even bring up during interviews. Like, you can even tell these people, I use Google. I Google things. When I don't know something, I Google it. When I need help understanding something, I Google it. And now Google's talking back to me. Thank you, Google. You're the best. And the second thing is your smartphone, right? Because now you have Google at your fingertips at all times. It's a wonderful thing. This is like this combo right here of Google and your smart cellular telephone. If I would have had this 20 years ago when I started in IT, man, it'd be a whole new game for me. So 10 years ago when smartphones started coming out and all this fun stuff, this is what's up right here, you guys. This has got everything. It's got it all. It's got it all. Anyway, Google sells my privacy. Everybody sells my privacy. My data is constantly for sale, and I just don't know about it the majority of the time. But I don't think, I think nowadays, I'm not tinfoil hatting anything right here. I'm saying pretty much everything that you do, your data, you constantly, you guys know what I'm saying. I don't want to sound like one of those people, but I mean, it's pretty much true, and it's been proven time and time again. Your privacy does not exist. That's the point. That's the best thing you could say. Privacy, if you want to be a private person, if you don't want people to track anything about you, get off the internet. Just disconnect it. Get off. I'm gonna put my desk up and stand up. This camera angle is driving me nuts. Let me get this desk all the way up here. I'm melting. I'm melting. Melting. No. Wait, I'm still melting. Still melting. There we go. There we go. That's so much better. Get up and stretch. This is why I like standing desks, because I can actually stand up and work and stretch out. Anyway. Michael Anderson, will employers still be hiring network engineers even after some states reopen, particularly in the Midwest? Everybody is always going to be hiring. The great thing about IT is that it's one of those things that everybody needs. And when I kind of go back to that whole privacy thing, right? IT is everywhere. I don't know why. Just, IT is everywhere. Everything runs on technology nowadays. Everything. So yeah, there will be plenty full of jobs. I can't get this microphone the way that I want it. It just keeps falling down and doing dumb stuff. But yeah, people will always be hiring in IT. Can you do CCNA and C+ practice with $500 laptop from Walmart? Yeah, you could probably do it with a $200 laptop from Walmart. Cheap laptops suck though. What do I think of VMware? I think I love VMware. That's what I think about VMware. I think I love them. I thought I had a VMware something over here, but I don't. Like a lanyard thing and all that. I'm a huge fan of VMware. Christian, you are in school for your AA in computer networking, but you want to get into cybersecurity. Any tips? Thank you in advance. My tips are to start labbing everything that you possibly can. Honestly. Do whatever you can to build your own home lab. That's what I have to say. That's what's up. Jorge, you're saying help desk seems boring and you're also concerned about sitting for too long as your body starts to tighten up. I know a guy I worked with years ago and now he does IT but has a hunchback. I mean, that probably happens to a lot of people. Help desk, it can be very boring, but help desk can also be help desk is by far the best experience that you can have as you're entering the IT field, because you get so much different technologies and things thrown your way that you have to understand and support. And those things that you learn are that's stuff that you take with you forever. It's such a great thing to do. I encourage everybody to work help desk. Michael Anderson, Zach, what about if I have experience in just a CCNA? Yeah, bro, you're good. You're good. Are there any free online labs? Robin D, there are plenty of great YouTube videos that you can follow along with that could help you simulate your own kind of virtual lab. Otherwise, any of the paid platforms like IT Pro TV, Linux Academy, they all have virtual labs. And it's not that expensive, I don't think. But that's a great option. But there's not necessarily free labs that you can kind of follow along with. Home lab, I take donations. You don't need a ton of money to build a home lab. Whoever told you that you needed a ton of money to build a home lab is wrong. Like plain, flat out, simple. Unless you don't have a computer, which I would hope that everybody has computers nowadays, but I guess smartphones do it all anyway. As long as you have a computer, that's all you need. All you need. Go spend $250 on a computer at Walmart and throw whatever operating system on there, and you can virtualize whatever you want. I bought a $250 laptop from Walmart just so I could put Linux on it. That's all that thing does. It's a $250 laptop from frickin' Walmart that is my Linux machine. Just because I wanted a dedicated laptop to do that, and I can virtualize machines off of that same laptop. Would barbershop computer skills, like fixing tickets people messed up and being a manager, be legit skills to apply for entry IT? Yeah. Michael, I'm here to help, bro. I just want to help. That's all we're here for. We're always here to help. Thoughts on the value of CCNA for 2020 and beyond? Yeah, Kev runs on Duncan said CCNA ain't going nowhere. It's not. It's CCNA. CCNA is going to be solid for quite some time, because what's really cool about the CCNA, right, is as long as that there is still a CCNA, meaning no matter what kind of happens with that certification, no matter how much easier it could get or how much harder it could get, as long as there's still something that says CCNA, you're good to go, because that's all people look for. That's whether it's HR looking for it or it's hiring directors and recruiters looking for that, they're specifically looking for that certification. And until the industry changes, and until the entire IT industry changes and says, well, the new CCNA isn't as good, we don't care if people have that or not, that's when things start to obviously change within the entire industry, and people, they may start looking elsewhere. But that's not going to happen, because Cisco has built such an amazing name for themselves, and they have great quality products, materials, they have great certifications. The CCNA is always going to be something that people really open up their eyes to and say, oh, you have your CCNA? We like that. We want that. Job skill share. What is going on, boss? How are you doing? Yeah, Cisco does dominate the market by way too much. But going back to home lab, somebody was asking some questions about buying maybe used stuff. I'm seeing just random bits and pieces in the chat. You could buy whatever you want off of Craigslist, eBay, Facebook, whatever, Marketplace or whatever. If you have the money to spend on it and you want to have that physical equipment, then do it. I have a whole stack of physical equipment sitting everywhere. Here, hold on. I have 10 of these, not 10 of these, probably 6 different switches sitting around. Some I paid for, some I got for free. So that's the next thing. If you want free stuff, you reach out to companies in your area and you say, hey, I'm looking to get into IT. Are you guys retiring any equipment, any old equipment? Can I get my hands on that? See if they'll donate that equipment to you, because most of the time, a lot of this stuff isn't going to be working 100% functional. So let's take this switch. You can get really cheap used switches on eBay, on Facebook, Craigslist, or whatever. Some of these ports might not be working. So you might buy a switch and it only has 2 ports that are working. That's okay. It's still going to have everything that you need, minus, work all of the working ports. And that's, I assure you, that's okay, guys. If you can get cheap equipment and you want cheap equipment, do it up. You said do it right before you snap. I'm so lost. This chat goes so crazy. Why is Eli the computer guy so miserable? I don't know. He's just old and he's getting tired of YouTube. And, you know, when you have like close to 1 million subscribers or whatever, I don't even know where he's at right now. You can pretty much do and say whatever you want. Isn't that how it works? That's how it feels like it works for people, not for me. Trying to read the chat, y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, what are job titles that are good for someone that just has an A+? IT technician, information technology technician, help desk analyst, help desk engineer. Such a silly title. Job titles are so stupid in IT. Like, that's like the one thing that I think probably drives me the most crazy about IT in general is that job titles mean absolutely F all. Like seriously, like they're stupid. None of them make sense. None of them. What's an entry-level cloud job? Well, that's kind of a hard question to answer, honestly, because there are definitely a lot of positions that lead you into the cloud. To say like an entry-level cloud position, like they exist in some context. However, like there's so many other jobs that can kind of lead you into the direction of being a cloud engineer, like becoming a sysadmin or something like that. That could definitely greatly help you down that path of becoming specifically related to cloud. But yeah, it's one of those things. Again, job titles, whatever. Thanks for being a positive inspiration during these times. It's been rough losing everything, and your channel has really helped you stay positive so much. I'm happy to help. Seriously, I am. You love the side buttons. What are you talking about? Maddie, what you talking about, bro? You're talking about Razer stuff. What's up with the Razer stuff, bro? I have the Naga mouse. I love that mouse. What do I mean by labbing? So a home lab is essentially your own home network. So a home lab can be your own set of switches or even one singular switch that you have set up in your home environment, and you do different things with that switch. You set up different VLANs, and you learn about subnetting and all those types of things with that one switch or multiple switches. That's part of your home lab. Furthermore, like with your own laptop or desktop computer, you can virtualize many different operating systems and build your own domain controller and have other computers that connect to that domain controller. You're essentially building, again, a home lab with your own computer. And then you just practice different things based on that. Is it worth doing the AZ900? Absolutely, 100%. It's worth doing any Microsoft certification. Microsoft certifications are some of the best certifications that you can get, quite honestly. When it comes down to it, having a Microsoft certification on your resume will get you twice as many looks almost as basically any other certification when it comes down to working in IT specifically. Now, talking about other types of job titles and roles within IT, they're definitely, like things like the OSCP, if you want to work in security, or the CISSP. Those certifications are going to be much more helpful to you. Zach, what do I think of the free training resources on Microsoft and Cisco like Net Academy? I love them. I think they're fantastic. I know I was talking to somebody the other day who just took their it might have been their Azure Fundamentals certification, and they just used Microsoft resources. So that's fantastic. Do it up. I imagine the world will work remotely when this pandemic ends. What IT roles would greatly benefit from this? All IT roles, maybe? Oh no, I don't have it that I know of. I don't think I do. I don't have a fever. I have I have chronic itis. That's what I have. Just kidding. Teasing. I don't have chronic itis. If you understand that, I appreciate you. I'm checking out the chat, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta read some of the chat sometimes. You guys go too fast for me to keep up all the time. People get offended when I miss their questions. I'm sorry. Like, I really am sorry if I miss your questions. It's just really hard to keep up with the chat. I say this all the time. But now it's kind of slowed down a little bit. Stop, guys. I don't have it. You guys keep saying these naughty words that YouTube is going to look at and get mad at me for. I'm gonna get in trouble from YouTube for you guys saying these filthy, dirty words that shouldn't be said. It's like you say I have that virus that that remains unspoken. Anyway, you guys got more questions, or are we good? Am I working remotely? I've been working remotely for the last 2 years. What part of Illinois am I from? I am from the far west of Illinois. Notice I said the S, just to be a jerk. Yeah. If you know where DeKalb is, I live past DeKalb, in the middle of nowhere. I used to live in Cook County. I used to live in the southern suburbs of Chicago. In Crook County. I haven't lived there for like 9 years now, though. I'm originally from the south suburbs, though. Virus is against YouTube. No, YouTube just, YouTube is funny how things work. If I probably said what it was, like, out of context and had like a meaningful conversation about it, YouTube would probably demonetize my video. So that's why I don't have any meaningful conversations about it, because I don't want to be demonetized. I don't want YouTube to be mad at me, because YouTube helps pay my bills. M6 Rider 28. You're in high school and you want to start in cybersecurity. How can you start? Very first thing you could do is start learning some fundamentals of IT. Learn fundamentals of networking. There's a lot of great videos out on YouTube that can help you with this. I would suggest, if you're looking to get into cybersecurity, check out the Cyber Mentor on YouTube. He does a lot of different tutorials where he walks you through different things. So as you're kind of getting your grasps, getting your kind of knowledge base built around just fundamentals, following along with somebody like the Cyber Mentor could be greatly helpful for you. But there's great certifications that can help you down that path as well. So the best thing I could tell you is, that's what I just said. I shouldn't have to repeat myself, I hope. But I hope that helps. Good luck to you. Corwin Cyrus. Sorry, terrible. Thank you for that, bro. I really appreciate that. That's great. I don't think anybody has signed up for the Chief Technology Officer perk on here on the YouTube. So, Corwin, if you have a question during these live streams, I'm going to answer you right away, bro. Thank you so much. I seriously do appreciate that. Douglas Connell, is it worth filming yourself building first PC for LinkedIn to show experience? I mean, I think it's a good thing to do, just to do it. It's not necessarily the best thing to do to show experience. I don't mean this offensively in any way whatsoever, so please nobody take offense to this. But it's not that difficult to build a PC, especially nowadays when you can just follow a video. So it doesn't necessarily demonstrate much. It demonstrates that you are capable of doing it, but it's like, I feel like nowadays that's something that like everybody can do. A lot of people, and again, no offense, a lot of people think if you could build a computer, like you're some kind of genius or something, but no, you're not. It's not that difficult. Aaron Pollard, you nailed it, bro. You nailed it. I can't say it. Dalton, Texas. Hey, Zach, did you see my MCSA question? Do I think I have enough time to take MCSA 2016? For sure. Which MCSA are you taking? The server 2016? Is that what you're referring to? Because you definitely have enough time to take that. Definitely. Corwin, all right, man. I'm telling you, bro, if you have any questions, I'm here to help. I'm here to help, bro. I want to see you guys succeed. I want to see each and every one of you. If you're in this live stream right now, the whole point of me doing these live streams is to help you guys succeed. I've been doing IT for 20 years now, basically. 20 years. I've been in this field working, and I cannot recommend this career more to people. I think IT is for everybody, and anybody can do it. That's what's up. Cade, you just did your first build and you didn't feel like it was something that would be applicable to a potential job. So yeah, building a computer, that's not really something that you will pretty much ever do working in IT. Like, unless your job specifically you are supporting like Dell and Lenovo and IBM, where you're like a support technician for them, where you maybe go on site and repair motherboards, or basically replace motherboards or replace other parts. Those jobs are very, very few and far between. There's not a lot of jobs like that in IT. So any other types of help desk job, I mean, you'd be lucky if you replaced the keyboard on a laptop or replaced the screen on a laptop. A lot of that stuff is outsourced even today. Corey T, you're wrapping up your associate's degree in networking and have started to apply for jobs in your area. In the meantime, in the process of building your home lab in VirtualBox, is there anything else you could do is there anything else you could be doing for experience? Your home lab is a Windows Server 2012, DHCP and file server, and a client. So your degree is in networking. Do you want to work in networking? Because then I would highly suggest that you start building your own virtual network in your environment. How many years was I in help desk, and what role did I do after? I was in help desk for, I would say probably altogether about 5 years or so. And I just mean the title of being like in help desk, because like I started off in a help desk role, and then I transitioned to doing kind of more consulting than anything, where I was just kind of helping like random businesses with their small problems and things like that, and just like residential people. And then I went back to working in a help desk position, and then I moved into probably some type of technician position. I think at that point, senior tech, worked as a sysadmin for a very short amount of time, and then the last job I held was senior tech and then mobile device administrator. That's what I've done. Can I advise on Palo Alto? What do you want to know about them? I hear they're an amazing company. Do I think fake it till you make it is a valid approach that you see a lot? I think I have a lot of thought. IT Security Labs, I got to give you a shout out, bro. It's good to see you. Sorry. I have a lot of thoughts about fake it till you make it. Because there's a lot of people who try to fake it till you make it, and they fake it and never make it. A lot of people are really good at selling themselves and making themselves seem like they know what they're doing and what they're talking about, when in fact they don't. They know zero, zilch, nothing. So faking it sometimes can be really bad, but a lot of times, like, I feel like if you're the type of person that's worried about faking it till you make it, you're probably okay. I know many of the people who have those feelings of faking it are really the people who are, you're self-conscious in many ways, and that's okay, because I've been in this position many times, that you're not good enough, right? If that's your fear, that you're not good enough, well then, you're good enough. Like, that's the best answer I can give you. If you are afraid you're not good enough, and you're afraid that you're faking it, you're fine. Like, you're good enough. You'll be okay. Because people in that type of position who feel that way are the people that try harder and do more and want to succeed. So, there's that. Like, I think everybody goes through that feeling that they're faking it until they make it. Like, everybody. I've talked to people who've been working in IT for 20 years, and they're just like,
I'm faking it. Like I feel like I'm faking it, bro. Like I can't believe I've been doing this for so long. I don't feel like I know anything. I don't feel like I've done anything. But they're like truly successful people. So there's a lot that can be said about that. Sometimes fake it till you get fired. Absolutely. Kev Runs on Duncan says subscribe to IT Security Labs. Definitely subscribe to IT Security Labs. I like IT Security Labs. He's always here. You asked if I used the Jamf. No, I did not use the Jamf. That's not what we used. We used AirWatch. Before AirWatch, I was using Meraki's nonsense, but that was many years ago. Like that feels like 8 years ago or longer or something. What are my current certifications? I didn't get my first IT certification until this past summer, and that was the Security Plus, the Comptia Security Izzle Plus Izzle. That I got my very first certification after working in IT for like 18 years or whatever. That's whatever. That goes to show you. You don't need to have a degree or a certification to work in IT. It's not necessarily a requirement. Because clearly I worked in IT for many years without having any of those things. Imposter syndrome. That's what I was kind of like leading towards when I was talking. Dennis Cribbs, I'm sure you missed the video when you were looking for it, but how did my Synology NAS work for VM? So I had a lot of issues getting Windows Server actually installed on the Synology NAS, but it's running an Ubuntu VM right now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. It's running. It is running. So it was fine for Linux, but I just didn't even want to bother with trying to troubleshoot why the Windows servers were not installing on there. So I said, F it. Probably some stupid configuration with, I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it because now it makes me want to figure out why it's not working. But whatever. Ryan Howard, are you talking about the Security Plus? What did I think of that test? You thought you were going to fail in the first 15 minutes. You knew the rest. I failed the Security Plus the first time I took it. I got a video on that. That's all good. Failing the Security Plus was like the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, quite honestly, because it really opened up my eyes. So I was happy about that. I was excited I failed it because it made me push even harder to do it. And now, that was the first ever certification I had ever taken. So I was very unfamiliar with that experience. And like going in the second time, like I knew what to expect walking into the testing center. I knew what to expect. I expect sitting down and getting prepared for that test to actually begin. Like that. Like there's so many nerves already knocked out of the way because I already went through the process the first time. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Real talk. I keep it 100. Anyway, you guys have any other comments, questions, concerns that you want to throw in the chat? I'm here to help. You guys want to talk about something? Let's talk about something. I got another 6 minutes or so to help you guys out. What can I do for you? Don't forget that this coming Friday is the very first ever IT Careers Con. It's the IT Careers Convention. A lot of great speakers. I'm super stoked about having everybody there. I hope you guys can join us. It's during the day. It starts in the morning, go into the afternoon. We have, 6 different speakers. Professor Messer is a baller when it comes to Comptia stuff. I tell you don't. Here's like a great thing. Like if you want to get a Comptia certification, by all means, go get a Comptia certification. But you can spend like pretty much $0 on training. Like when it comes to A+, Net Plus, Security Plus, I should be very precise on that. When it comes to those certifications, you don't have to spend any money for their training because Professor Messer is free. It's $3 to watch Professor Messer. IT Security Labs. Do I think going forward the certification exams will continue to be online? Yes, they've opened up the window for it, and it's going to continue. If the demand is there, it's going to continue. If people, if Comptia, Cisco, and Microsoft can put money in their pockets by offering those exams online, they're going to do it. There's going to be plenty of people who would much rather go to a testing center and take the exams, but, there's going to be more people probably who will just do it online. So, yeah, that's what's up. What's up, Daryl? How you doing, boss? Good to see you. Tyler D. I love you, Tyler D. That's what's up, bro. If you haven't already, hit the like button as a thank you for all this great advice. Takes not even a second. That's so true. Hit that thumbs up, yo. Hit the bell. I love when people ask how long it'll take to study for a certification. It's going to take as long as it takes. Like, that's the best answer I can give you. Everybody learns differently, and everybody has a different study process. So it's really up to you. You could take a look at something like, I don't know how many hours Professor Messer's courses are, but I was just talking with about this to somebody else the other day. IT Pro TV's A+ course for the regular course is like 42 hours. So you have to think that it's probably going to suit you best if you go over that course at least twice, at least 2 times. Like, truthfully, honestly, it'll probably suit you best to go over that twice. So you're looking at 84 hours. Figure out how long it's going to take you to divide those 84 hours into days based on how many hours you can study per day. Maybe you could study 8 hours a day and you can get it knocked out in 2 weeks, right? If you could study 8 hours every day and follow their material 8 hours every single day, in 2 weeks, you could be ready for the A+. But if you don't have 8 hours every single day to dedicate towards studying, well, then, you got to kind of figure that out. That's what's up. Henrik Doodlestrom. Sorry for reposting. What level of knowledge abilities would impress you in an applicant for an entry-level sysadmin position? In an entry-level sysadmin position, it would be somebody who has, documented experience, and just working in IT is going to be very helpful. But for entry level, it's just that ability to troubleshoot, to walk me through their thought process. It's more so like how is this person capable of doing this type of position, based on not necessarily their tech skills, but their troubleshooting skills, their ability to adapt to new technologies, ability to learn new technologies, and kind of their just ability to multitask it in a sense. So I guess there's kind of a few things I'd look for to be helpful, but what level would disappoint me? The complete opposite of everything that I said. Pretty much, yeah. Hey Zach, by building a virtual network, did I mean to use something like Packet Tracer? Yes. Packet Tracer GNS3 or whatever, GCND 1462. I don't know, whatever the thing's called, but yes. Superpowers. Since the unnamed crisis has really shown how useful, necessary, unprepared remote schooling is, do I think IT work for schools will explode, or is the lack of education funding a barrier to more jobs? The lack of education funding is always going to be a barrier in so many aspects, but I think you will see that school districts might need to support more of their users, especially remotely. So I'm really interested to see, like, the school district here in my area. I'm really interested to see what they're going to do come next year, if this craziness is all still happening. And I don't want to speculate here, but things are going to be different. I'm really interested to see what they do moving forward, because I think a lot of school districts are going to unfortunately have to spend a lot of money in getting students devices, and then at that point, I mean, you're talking about maybe like the school district here, they have, I don't know, maybe like 2,500 kids in the entire district, which that's really small, I know. But that's 2,500 different devices that you'd have to get for kids, right? So it's going to be very interesting to see. Corey T, thanks, Zach. You're looking forward to the convention on Friday. Thank you, bro. I'm really looking forward to seeing people there, for sure. Is it possible to get an IT job with a Comptia fundamental cert? I mean, anything is possible. Let's be real here. Anything's possible. What do I think of Next Gent? I don't know anything about them, so I can't give you. I think if they're the people that I always see on Facebook where it's like $10 for a Network Plus course, I would much rather see you take that $10 and go to Udemy, or take that $10 and buy yourself like a coffee from Starbucks and sit down and watch Professor Messer's videos for $3. That's what's up. All right, you guys got anything else? We're past an hour now in my stream, so I've got to answer a lot of questions. I got to talk about hands-on experience. I got to talk about the IT Careers Con. If you don't know, if you're unaware of the IT Careers Con, that's right, sure. I hope to see you guys there on Friday, and I hope to see you guys in one day, 14 hours and 28 minutes. That's what I hope. Oh, here's a great. What's my most exciting moment in IT? You're wondering how it would be more exciting than, say, 3D modeling. I think my most important moment in IT is honestly like, and it's been multiple moments because these things are very few and far between in IT, is getting a thank you from somebody when you've helped them. Like, honestly, nothing beats that for me. But I'm a different beast, yo. How do online exams work? Are they open book? They are absolutely not open book. So from my understanding of the online exams is that you have to have a webcam, number one. They will have you show around the room. You can't have a cell phone by you, near you at all. You have to install software on your computer that lets them monitor what is being done on your computer. So there's that. Zach, what would be the topics there? Is there a list on the IT Careers Con? Yeah, there's if you go to the speakers and schedules, there's a brief explanation of some of their talks, or just a title. So, yeah, I'll be here live on YouTube, on Twitch, on LinkedIn. I always forget that I have LinkedIn broadcasting this. I forget to put that chat open all the time. I'm such a failure. Oh, such a failure, guys. Let me see. Zach Hill is live. I don't know how much, if there's been any. There's been people talking on LinkedIn. I'm sorry, LinkedIn. I'm sorry, you guys on LinkedIn. My bad. My bad. Terrible. Terrible. Was I a nerd in high school? I never graduated high school. I didn't even go to high school. How about that? So basically, yes, I was a nerd because I spent all of my time on a computer. Can you Photoshop certs? Yes, you can Photoshop certs if you never want to work in IT ever again. Yep. That would be it. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope to see you all, each and every one of you, on our live stream this Friday. So, thank you guys. Have a great and wonderful night, evening. Stay healthy, stay safe. Stay like 17 feet away from each other. Don't cough on anybody. Love you guys. See you Friday.